Good morning everyone, my name is Carlo Angelo Di Felipe and we are the group of Unit 15. And today we will be discussing about motion media and information. To start off our discussion, what is motion media? Which will be discussed by Ms. Hazel Gonzalez.
Motion media refers to a media formed with moving graphics or text. According to Rob Lyer, the purpose of motion media is to convey information in several ways. Each picture is a frame and that motion is created by rendering or showing consecutively several frames per second.
So each picture is a frame and that motion is created by rendering or showing consecutively several frames per second. So lahat ng nakikita natin sa ating screen, isang frame yun. So depende lang kung ilang frames yung kinakaya ng video na yun. Some videos have 30 frames, some have 12, some have 24, and some even have 60. I think 60 is the maximum and others might have 120 frames and even 240 frames. And yung 60 and 120 to 240 frames, ginagamit lang yun actually for gaming or for competitive gaming. And for the 30 frames per second, that is for the normal frame per second na ginagamit sa mga videos, and 24 frames per second is the normal frames per second na ginagamit for movies. And actually, as far as I know, I think 12 frames per second ang ginagamit sa mga animations like animes, cartoons, and etc. For a better representation, here's a video showing a comparison of 8 frames per second, 15 frames per second, 30 frames per second, and 60 frames per second.
"24 frames, 0 pictures" or more per second makes for a smooth animation. Videos, films, slides also make use of frames. The series of graphics or image follow a sequence to create a story. This sequence is often called a storyboard, which shows a set of components, audio, visual, videos, etc., changing in time to create a story or a message. Yung motion media din is hindi lang siya para makapag-inform, para din siya ma-enhance yung imagination and ma-entertain yung audience. Mas mapapadali din yung pag-communicate mo ng information dahil sa combination ng text tsaka graphics na may music pa. And also, example din ng motion media is videos, live streaming, presentation, tsaka animation.
Thank you, Ms. Hazel Gonzalez, and for our next speaker will be Ms. Karen Fei Yu.
Informally produced motion media are created by individuals, often for personal use. Formally produced motion media are created by professionals who follows industry standards in creating, editing, and producing motion. Yung informally produced motion, yun yung paggawa ng individual na para sa personal na paggamit. Tapos yung formally produced motion naman, yun yung ginagawa naman ng mga professional na may sinusunod sila na industry ng mga industry ng pag-edit.
Informally produced motion media ay gawa daw ng individual na ginagamit madalas for personal use, or for our example right here is for our subject which is PE last sem, and we did it because we were tasked to do a dance video of something that is hip-hop. And for formally produced motion media naman, these are made by professionals who follow industry standards in creating, editing, and producing motion media. For example, right here is a video from Our Lady of Fatima University and is made by a professional videographer and an editor from their company.
Welcome to Our Lady of Fatima University. the Valenzuela City campus, Olfu's very first. It's time for you to get to know more about the Val campus. First, we are located on the historical MacArthur Highway. Ito ang datihan ng main arterial road na nagmumulang EDSA at biru'y umaabot hanggang North Luzon. Nang itinatag ang Fatima noong 1967, underdeveloped pa ang Valenzuela at normal na makikita ang mga bisikleta ang tumatahak ng MacArthur.
Formal production of animation involves the following steps. First, writing the story. Magsusulat muna sila ng storya kung anong mangyayari sa animation. Writers and directors create the storyboard. 2. Script is written and dialogue is recorded. Sinusulat nila yung script kung anong mga gagawin sa story. Tapos pag magsasalita ng mga character, re-record na nila. 3. Animators sketch major scenes. In-betweeners fill in the gaps. Dito, dinadrawing na nila yung mga importanteng kaganapan sa storya tapos papagalawin nila yung mga drawing. Idadagdag na rin nila yung mga background at saka background music. Lastly, drawings are rendered. Dito na nila tinatapos lahat. Kukulayan na nila mga sketch, lilinisin na nila yung mga drawing, ayusin na nila lahat. Next. Videos are produced in the same manner except that instead of drawing the scenes, they are acted out and shot. Halos pareho lang yung motion video at yung regular video. Pero yung motion video ay drawing yung mga pangyayari. Habang sa video naman, ina-acting siya ng mga tao. Pag nakuha na nila yung mga shot, all clips are edited and put together in a final product.
Thank you so much, Ms. Karen Feyu, for telling us the difference between informally produced motion media and formally produced motion media. As well, thank you, Mr. Luke Carandang, for telling us the steps in producing formally produced motion media. And for our next reporter, Mr. Sebastian Ryan Cruz and Mr. Real Dial Patulot, who will be discussing motion media formats, types, and sources.
Animation. Animation is a method in which figures are manipulated to appear as moving images. Animated GIFs or graphic interchange format, flash, shockwave, and dynamic HTML. GIF are a series of images or soundless video that will loop continuously and doesn't require anyone to press a play. Flash or Adobe Flash Animation is an animation service that is created with the Adobe Animate platform or similar animation software and often distributed the SW file format. Shockwave. Shockwave is a multimedia application, platform, and file format by Adobe. It allows users with the Shockwave plugin to view animated interactive content in the browser window. Adobe Shockwave is similar to Adobe Flash but gives the developer more freedom to create certain types of application. So, ang pinagkaiba ng Shockwave files sa Flash files is Flash files load more quickly than Shockwave files. Shockwave is more versatile. In Shockwave files, you can create more complex games, more elaborate interactivity, and more detailed animation. And Dynamic HTML or DHTML is a collection of technologies used together to create interactive and animated websites by using combination of static markup language, a client-side scripting language, a presentation definition language, and the document object model. Video formats or video codecs. Motion media use large resources. Codecs compresses and decompresses video files. A video format is the container that stores audio, video, subtitles, and any other metadata. A codec encodes and decodes multimedia data such as audio and video. When creating a video codec encodes and compresses the video while the audio codec does the same with sounds.
Okay, next na. Sige.
on. According to purpose. Types of speech according to purpose are to inform, to instruct, to entertain, and to persuade. This speech serves to provide interesting and useful information to your audience. It can be used for educational purposes, entertaining, and for advertising. Thank you.
According to source, personal, social media, and media companies. Also, according to audience, private or public, and direct or general.
Thank you, Mr. Sebastian Ryan Cruz and Mr. Real Dial Patulot for discussing that very precisely. And for our next and last speaker, we will be Miss Edwig de los Santos discussing MTRCB.
The Movie and Television Review and Classification Board, or MTRCB, has classified ratings for both movies, film, and for television programs. So, yung MTRCB, sila yung palagi natin nakikita tuwing nanonood tayo ng TV na pinakasulit na G or SPG para ipakita kung pwede ba siya sa pangbata or pwede siya sa adult lang. Next. So, here are some clips that example of MTRCB.
Kaakibat ng MTRCB ang mga magulang sa responsableng panonood.
What's up, yo? Basta G for all ages.
Naku!
Pag PG, ipaliwanag ang sensitibong eksena.
Pag R13, pang 13 years old and older lang.
Kung hindi pa 16 years old, bawal sa R16.
Naku, rated R18! Lahat ng below 18 years old disappear!
Pag rated MTRCB, rated responsable. Tungkulin ng MTRCB ang mag-provide na appropriate ratings sa lahat ng TV shows. Para ugaliin ng pamilya ang responsableng panonood.
Teamwork tayo, parents!
Rated G, good for all.
No,
Oops, rated PG. Dapat may mga magulang para sagutin ang mga tanong ng kabataan.
Grabe, rated SPG! Maselan!
Higpitan ang paggabay.
Pag rated MTRCB, rated responsable.
Thank you, Miss Edwig de los Santos, for discussing MTRCB. For the last slide, how to edit videos using Filmora. The basic video editing techniques are the same in all video editing suites. In this guide, we are going to show you how to edit videos in Wondershare. Whoa! So apparently guys, since I don't use Wondershare Filmora, I'm going to teach you how to edit in Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2019. I know it's an outdated version, and I know that the next group will also be discussing about editing in Adobe Premiere Pro CC. But sorry guys, and I don't really use Filmora, and this is the only editing tool that I mainly use. So let's just hop right into the OBS. And so this is the main editing tool that I've been using for approximately 3 years or more time, and basic lang naman to kung magigets nyo agad, and medyo madali lang naman siya magets sa una. Medyo ang mahirap lang sa editing guys ay yung patience nyo. Matitest dito yung patience nyo kasi tulad nito, nakita nyo guys dito sa part na to, ang daming cuts dito. Ang dami ko kasi nilagay na text and then other graphics here. This is the report that I'm editing right now, so I'm gonna show you how to make a new project. Just click on File, New Project, and then name it. Let's name it Reporting Number 2. And then why are we still here? I don't know. That's because we're still using the timeline from the last project, so we can just close this for now, and then we can put some, let's say, just our reporting. We're just gonna drag this video here and then put it here. It's on the project reporting number 2. this is the project reporting, and this is the edit that I did back, and we just have to drag it here in our timeline, so we can create our own timeline in this project. And then here it is. Here are the tools. This is the track select forward tool. This is the ripple edit tool, the razor tool, which is used for cutting, and the slip tool, pen tool, hand tool, and then the type tool, which is used for text like this. And here are the essential graphics tab, and I'm not gonna go into much details from this because I know that the next group is gonna be reporting about this as well, so I'm gonna give them the chance to discuss more into this application. Thank you.